Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Athena member interview with the lovely Stacey Landau of Stacey Landau Breathwork and Yoga. Actually, I've got your business name totally wrong, haven't I, Stacey? But Stacey's going to tell us a little bit more about what she does. We'd love to find out more about our members, and we are a community. We call ourselves the Magenta Tribe. We're here to support each other, but also I don't think it's fair that the rest of the world doesn't hear about our members. So let's share what they do with the wider social media network, just to hear a little bit about the different kinds of members we have and participants in our Athena network. And so today's interviewee is the lovely Stacey Landau. Hello, Stacey. How are you?
Hi, Kate. Great to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're very, very welcome. We've known each other a little while, and you're a member of the St Albans North group, aren't you? So tell us a little bit about your business, what it does, what you do, and how you help people, Stacey.
Okay, so my business is really about supporting people as much as I can to improve their overall physical and mental well-being. That's the first place that I come from, really thinking about what can I do to help. So whether that's going to be meeting life's challenges for some people, whether that's something a little bit more comprehensive. So maybe somebody's unwell, they're trying to manage a chronic condition, for example, or just trying to meet life in a calmer way. That is really what my business is about. And I do that through movement and breathwork as a certified and qualified breathwork teacher, yoga therapist, and I've also studied lots of other things too.
Amazing. So the different types of people who would come to you, tell me a bit about what their challenges are that you can help
Okay.
with.
So over the years, I've worked with a lot of different people. So I have worked, for example, with Parkinson's disease, stroke survivors. I worked with cancer for about 5 years and actually still work with people on a one-to-one on that basis. I've worked a lot with the elderly, so I taught and still teach actually a lot of chair yoga. So using chair yoga when we have less mobility. A lot of people actually with anxiety, I think specifically or particularly from the last few years, actually, I'm seeing a lot of anxiety, depression on the rise, it seems to be. So I've got people coming to me with those kind of conditions and how can we address the anxiety that we're feeling? So that is part of the work that I do. And otherwise, it may be a physical condition. Does that help?
Yes, it does totally. Sorry, I realised I'm not. Oh, goodness me. One of the rules of doing an interview is to have your phone on silent. Okay, we're back.
I put mine on silent. I'm going to double check. Yes, it is.
Oh, goodness me. Yes, absolutely. That helps. And I've attended one of your workshops myself, one of the breathwork workshops with another Athena member and our husbands. And that was amazing. They both fell asleep. But for good reasons, because you were helping us with breathwork for relaxation, and they just relaxed a little bit too much, didn't they? But how did you start your business? What's the story? What's your background, Stacey?
So initially, actually, I was always in the business world as such, and I had never thought of being in the well-being industry. And then I was practicing yoga when I was pregnant with my second son. And I absolutely, in fact, I was practicing before that, but when I practiced pregnancy yoga, I remember saying to my husband, this is what I'm meant to be doing. And so I decided to become initially a yoga teacher. And then I went on to study yoga therapy. And I then went into other modules, so mindfulness. I looked at iris meditation and I delved really, really deep into breathwork as well, particularly over the last 6 years. So I made that transition about 20 years ago. So I've been teaching for quite a while now.
That is a little while. And you're based in St Albans, aren't you?
I am based in St Albans, although being online as well, I will get people from all different places reaching out to
Mm.
me. Sometimes then for online because it works just as well actually, or can work just as well in those kind of scenarios.
I love that. I've done some online stuff with you as well. So
Yeah.
actually that segues nicely into our online meetings. Athena, why did you join Athena and how have you found it beneficial for you?
I think, for me anyway, I think business has changed. And so what I've really noticed is that being self-employed and Whereas beforehand, especially before COVID, I was actually working under the umbrella of certain organizations. So, for example, a stroke organization. And when I did the cancer work, I worked under the umbrella of an organization. But as I moved away from that and became totally self-employed, I found it actually, it's quite a lonely journey. You know, you're working at home or can be working at home. You don't have much interaction apart from with your students. And I really felt that need actually to be part of a community, to be part of a network where I could find people to support me in aspects of my business, for example, that I may struggle with. So whether it's marketing or website or social media, that's one aspect. To have that sort of friendship as well, or to build friendships with people, like-minded people, to be able to have conversations with like-minded women in business, and really just build a bigger network around me, because I love to have a network also of other therapists, for example, not just in yoga or mindfulness or breath work, but other therapists that I can refer people to as well. So having that network, building that network, I think is really important for me to be able to offer to other people as well. So that is why I joined Athena. And I loved Athena when I first came to my first meeting.
That's amazing. And I love how you've collaborated with other people as well, which we'll hear a little bit about in a minute.
Yeah.
But what would be your top tip for someone, a woman who's watching this and who is launching her business? What's your top tip for her?
I think the two main ones would be, one is be part of a network early on in your business. I think that's really, really important, because it can offer you the support as you build your business, as you grow. It can maybe help you see things in a different light. So I think find what works for you, find the network, maybe some networks that work for you, and just be with other like-minded people who can support you. And I think the other real main tip would be also do what you love and outsource, if money allows, whatever you don't like, because doing things that you really don't like is so draining. So I realize that often there's, money limitations, but where you can, go to the other professionals as well.
Yeah, I tried to do so much myself in the first, it's my 10th anniversary in business this month. And I tried to do so much myself initially. Never my accounts. Never try and do your own tax return when you're self-employed, because an accountant knows what they're doing. But yeah, I over the years, whether it's business coaching, social media, graphic design, I mean, the hours I've spent trying to mess around with a Word doc, putting pictures on it to make a flyer, and it's actually someone can whiz something together on Canva these days so easily that I just don't have the creativity for, and make you look amazing. So
Yeah,
I'm 100% with you
yeah,
there. Yeah.
absolutely.
And tell me what's next for you in the business, Stacey. What have you got going on? How would you like people to interact? What's for the next year? Tell us more.
Okay, yeah. Next year is a great one to ask rather than 5 years, because I've got bigger plans
I'm
for
all
those
about
5 years.
short-term goals.
So I'm sort of really thinking the next few months, where I've got quite a few things going on actually. As you said, firstly, I'm doing a collaboration with two other Athena members, which is fantastic. And we're doing an evening all about managing stress. And we all come from different modalities. So I'm doing the breath work, and we've got Amy who's doing the CBT, and Julie is doing the tapping. We're coming together really for that evening. And then on my own, I'm teaching some breathwork workshops. So I'm going to be teaching, or I say teaching, I'm going to be offering another breathwork basics workshop in November. I'm just putting the date out. And also now I'm going to be offering a more advanced one for people who have done the first workshop. So that's about to come out as well. I've got my general classes carrying on, so my weekly classes, whether that's a yoga class or a breathwork class. And what I'm really actually trying to promote and looking forward to is really talking to more people about the possibilities of movement, of breathwork, really to encourage us as a society to be healthier, to encourage us to think about our well-being and put ourselves first. because I'm really quite concerned about the rise of anxiety amongst us and the impacts on our health, actually. So more talking, more doing, more offering workshops, and just getting out there.
I love that, because it's about it's not just about your bottom line as a business, it's about sharing getting the message out about well-being and prevention and all of the things you can do apart from ending up at the doctor for medication. And I'm huge on that. So you're singing from my song sheet, and I love that. So well done, Stacey. And I'm really looking forward to the next few months as we kickstart our meetings again in Athena. For those of you who are watching this who would like to attend Stacey's Athena group, and actually are you doing a talk this autumn, I think, as well,
I
Stacey, with us?
am.
So
I'm talking about
one of
breathwork
our groups.
actually in September at the St Albans North.
That's it. So how it can benefit your business. So if you're watching this in time for that, then pop over a message and we can get you invited. Stacey has some guest passes this month, and I've got a couple too. So that enables you to come along, and basically we're gifting you the £30 visit, excuse me. But otherwise, do pop over a message. Stacey's going to put her links in the comments wherever I've posted this. So wherever you're seeing it, Stacey will pop in because I'll tag her. But then you can also equally click on her name and just reach out to her, and even just have a brief chat about what your challenges are, or if you're interested in finding out more or having a one-to-one, like Stacey says, talking to more people. And then, yes, contact me to come along to an Athena meeting. But thank you so much, Stacey, for your time today. It's lovely to see you again. And yeah, have a fantastic autumn.
Thank you, Kate. Fab to be here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.